All right, here we go. Proctor Rails versus Elk River. I have no clue what their mascot is. I feel like it would be the Elks, but that sounds too straightforward. Maybe they are. Their website has an elk logo on it, so I'm going to call them that for this game for ease of reference. If I'm wrong, so be it. All right, start off with Brzezinski taking the face off. He's got Dunbar and Radzak on the wings. Nimmons and... Okay, Katerlik is going to throw me off. He's got a new helmet on. Radzak over to the boards. Who's puck center of the ice. Radzak picks it up. Radzak looks to center to Dunbar. He's taken down out front. Nimmons tries to hold that in. Elk River will send it out. Katerlik carries behind the net. Sends it up ice to Brzezinski. Brzezinski will dump it to the corner. Fish gets there and sends it up. Birkin, coming off the bench from a line change, gets a shot off, holding it in just barely. Johnson gets a shot. It's saved with the deflection out front. Elks will pick it up and head out. Shot that bounces on point to McGowan. He'll cover that up. They do have shots on goal counter on the scoreboard here. They're not putting them up, but they might put them up after the period, so I'll try to include that if they update that information. You can also follow on Game Sheet online, and that has box play, or box scores and play-by-play as well. You just have to go to the homepage and search for the Hibbing Tomasoni tournament. Walty looking cross ice, hits Johnson center ice. Johnson chips it up, looking for Fish. Elk River will poke that away. Olsen picks it up, over to Burke. Burke back to Olsen. Olsen will carry out of the zone, is taken off of his stick. Gets it back, sends it up to Welty and over to Fish. Johnson over to the corner. Johnson circles around near the blue line. Drops it off to Burke. Burke gets a shot, hits some traffic. Bounces past an Elk River player. Johnson gets a stick on it. Fish in the mix. Can't get his stick down in time. Elk River will carry into the rails zone. We'll dump that to the corner. Elk River in a line change. Olsen will move that up to Burke. Burke looking cross ice over to Fish. Fish up to Johnson, center ice. Johnson gets a stick on it. Elk River's going to chip it back out of the zone. Fish follows up, picks it up over the blue line. He gets a shot, hits traffic out front, loose puck out front. Elk River will carry that away. Elk River will walk in, get a shot on McGowan. He'll cover that one up. Off of the faceoff, Dunbar sends that to the boards. That'll sneak out of the zone. Elk River gets there first. We got pressure from Simonson and Tallarico. They'll send it up into the neutral zone. Dunbar picks it up. He tries to carry in. Rails would have been offsides, but Elk River will take it off his stick. Katerlik sends that up to Dunbar. I'm going to be confused by Stanley's white helmet for a game or two. Dunbar behind the net. Sends that up top to Katerlik. Katerlik back down to Dunbar. Dunbar back up to Katerlik. Katerlik takes a shot from under the blue line, hits some traffic, deflects up around the net. Tallarico up top to Nimmons. Nimmons gets a shot. Talrico gets a stick on it, deflects it up and over the net. Simonson turns, gets a shot off, hits traffic. Elk River will chip that up out of the zone. Katerlik finds it on his stick over to Simonson. Simonson looking up ice for Dunbar. Slow pass, almost broken up by Elk River. Dunbar will catch it, carry in. Over to the boards. Dunbar chips it down to Talrico. Talrico up front to Simonson. Simonson's going to bury that for a goal. Beautiful pass from Talrico. That'll be a Simonson goal from Talrico and Dunbar. Good pass, Jimmo! Beautiful. Jimmy making Mama proud. Off of the face-off, Radzak into the zone. Dunbar pressures behind the net. Elk River will chip that along the boards. They'll pick it up, center of the zone, and up into the neutral zone. Picked up by Olsen, sends it over to the boards. Radzak and Brzezinski both overrun that. Brzezinski able to get a stick on it. He's going to carry into the zone, poked off of his stick. He'll pick it up and send it along the boards down to Dunbar. Dunbar overruns that one. Elk River will take it. They'll send that one out for an icing call. Brzezinski will take the face-off here. He's got Radzak and Dunbar with Burke and Olsen on defense. Loose puck off of the face-off. Elk River will chip that along the boards. Burke tries to hold that in. Brzezinski, center ice, gets a shot off as he falls. It's Dunbar out front. That's going to be picked up by, I believe that was Radzak. Or Burke, maybe. Let's see. I'll replay it. So that was Brzezinski's shot there, hits Dunbar up front. Burke picks it up and sinks that. Oh, I should probably put the goals on the scoreboard. That would be helpful. Johnson in for the face-off here. He's got Welty and Fish on the wings. Katerlik and Nimmons on defense. Nimmons will chip that up into the neutral zone. Nimmons pinned against the boards with the puck. Elk River will come away with that. They're going to walk in. Katerlik breaks up a shot out front. Johnson will get there. Johnson tries to send it out of the zone. Doesn't quite make it out. Elk River will hold it in. They get a shot from up near the blue line. That's on point to McGowan with a save and a rebound out front. Knocked to the side by Nimmons. Welty getting cross-checked there from behind. Welty will carry center of the ice. Welty up to Fish. Fish just out of his reach. Elk River will take it. They'll send it along the boards. Nimmons is going to hold it in. Nimmons gets a shot. Hits some traffic out front. Bouncing puck past Johnson. Johnson will circle around, send that back behind the net. See if Fish can get there. Fish gets there. Fish up top to Nimmons. Nimmons gets a shot. Takes the stick out of the hand of the Elk River player, but it breaks up the puck. They're going to start to carry. They lose control of the puck. Katerlik looking to send that out. He whiffs on that. Defender coming in as Katerlik tries to send that out, and that was right on point for McGowan. You couldn't see it because I didn't move the camera quickly enough, but Katerlik attempt to clear the zone. Held in by Elk River with a puck on net for McGowan. Dunbar on the face-off. Over to Olsen. Olsen sends it along the boards. Simonson will get there. Simonson sends it up, intercepted by Elk River. They're going to carry in, get an offsides call. Kevin, that's my internet, so you need to sit closer. You can sit right up here. Dunbar off of the face-off. He carries into the circle. Dunbar looking to chip that up to Olsen, broken up by Elk River. Olsen's going to get it, get a little whiff shot to send it back down. Elk River's going to keep it in the zone there. Dunbar will strip that along the boards. He'll carry in, gets a shot from center of the circle, hits a pipe, I believe. Either pipe or deflected right around that same area. Elk River trying to send that out of the zone. Burke's gonna knock it down as it's bouncing around. Talrico gets there. Talrico carries to the corner. Talrico centers out front looking for Simonson. That's broken up by Elk River. They're gonna try to clear it out. Olsen will hold it in. Olsen back down to Dunbar. Dunbar chips it up to Olsen. Olsen back down into some traffic. Elk River's gonna pick it up and chip that around Olsen. That'll be deflected to the side by McGowan. Pressure from Olsen and Burke. They take the puck, chip it up to Talrico. Talrico looking for Dunbar, almost broken up by Elk River. Dunbar gets a stick on it, sends it back to Talrico. Talrico, Dunbar. Dunbar looking to go across ice to Simonson. That's broken up by Elk River. They're going to head back the other direction. Walk in and get a shot. That's high over the net. Simonson hustles, takes it off an Elk River stick. He's going to have a one-on-one. Simonson shot deflected up and over the net. Simonson almost gets to his own rebound there. Kadalik will hold it in, but Elk River will pick it up and carry back out. That was Brzezinski, actually. Sorry, saw the 8. Shot on McGowan, bouncing puck, picked up by Nimmons, sent up to Simonson. Simonson cross ice to Brzezinski. Brzezinski will carry up through the neutral zone. He's going to dump that to the corner. Dunbar will get to the corner first for the rails. Dunbar turns and burns in the corner. Dunbar tries to center that. That's poked away by Elk River. Pushed to the corner by Kadalik. Radzak steps in to help out, takes the puck. He's pinned against the boards. Elk River will come away from the boards with it. Kadalik pokes that back away. Shot blocked by Brzezinski from over near the boards. Pressure from Radzak. Elk River sends that low, can't control the pass. So loose puck will be sent over to the corner by the rails. Loose puck out front. Elk River gets there, but Brzezinski's going to pick it up. He's looking cross ice for Dunbar. That's broken up by Elk River. Nimmons loses an edge, moving the puck over to the side. Over to Radzak. Radzak loses control in the corner. He's going to pin against the boards there. They'll chip that out around Brzezinski. Olsen picks it up. Rails trying to get back on sides while Olsen has to hang out with the puck. He's tripped up. No call coming on that. Brzezinski shot from between the circle and the blue line. That's high over the net. Picked up by Dunbar behind the net. Dunbar's going to send that up to Olsen. Olsen moves around the Elk River player, carries down the boards. Nobody's dropped back on D here. Dunbar centers that out front. Radzak up to Burke. Burke gets a shot, hits the goaltender, deflected to the corner. Up ice, that one's going to get past Olsen. Olsen can't turn quickly enough and get moving. Burke will get there, thankfully. Burke carries around the boards. He is stripped of the puck. Welty steps in to help out. He either loses an edge or gets tripped up, and we'll turn it over to Elk River. Elk River sends it up near the blue line. Burke's skate deflects that one to the side. Then Elk River almost got a shot off on that. Johnson will pick it up, carry over the blue line. That's poked off of his stick. He regains control. He's hit from behind into the referee there. Fish over along the boards. Fish chips it up to Katerlik. That one gets out of the zone. Rails need to get back on sides here. We're going to get an offsides call. Katerlik had some pressure, so he turned and fired against the boards and sent it into the zone. So face-off just outside of the Elk River zone. Johnson will take the face-off. He's flanked by Welty and Fish. Fish will chip that back to Katerlik. Katerlik over to Nimmons. Nimmons is going to carry up into the zone. Nimmons Loses control of the puck in the circle, but drops it up to Welty. Welty will send that along the boards down to Johnson. Johnson gets there, turns it over to Elk River. Elk River's going to stretch that to center ice. They carry in. They beat Katerlik, but lose control of the puck doing so. Welty has a puck caught up in his skates, can't quite make contact. Nimmons is going to pick it up, chip it out. It's knocked down by Welty. Welty gets there, gets a stick on it, but Elk River is going to send that down into the zone. We're going to send it right back up the same boards. Elk River will carry into the zone there. Fish loses an edge. Olsen will pick it up. He's looking cross ice for Johnson. That'll be intercepted by Elk River. The Rails offsides call. Elk River was trying to send that out into the neutral zone. Johnson, I think, was deeper into the zone. Just one of those kind of quick, can't get turned in the right direction quickly enough things. Dunbar on the face-off there. Talarico will pick it up, circle around in the neutral zone. He'll dump that to the corner. Elk River looking to move that up the boards and out of the zone. It'll be held in by Burke. Burke has pressure on him, chasing him around down to Simonson. Simonson centers to Talarico. Talarico turns and gets a shot, hits a skate, deflected over to the corner. Talarico comes around the top of the circle. He loses control of the puck. Olsen will pick it up in the circle. He dekes a player there. Tries to send that out front to Dunbar. It moves behind the net. They're going to call Talarico on a penalty there. There was a couple of penalties they could have called before that happened. Rails need to get a touch on the puck there. They'll get that. So Talarico is going to get, I believe, a cross-checking penalty. So 2 minutes on Talarico. We'll put the Rails at a one-man disadvantage here for 2 minutes. Dunbar will take the face-off. Got Simonson, Burke, and I think Olsen, but oh, this helmet is going to kill me. Yes, Olsen. Katerlik's on. Down in front of me here. Really, everybody should run their equipment choices by me before they make changes. We're going to get the penalty on the clock in case you're wondering what the delay is. Oh, I hear they're getting new scoreboards up here, but they've got a pretty nice main ice one, and their wall scoreboards, both ends seem fine. Unless they've already done them. I don't think so, though. Hey, Todd. Are these their new scoreboards already, or are they still doing new ones? Can you tell, are these their new scoreboards they were getting, or are these, because they just got a donation, I think, from US Steel for new scoreboards, but these look new, but that just happened, so I don't know. I thought maybe you would. Yeah, isn't that nice? We need one of those. Proctor Hockey Boosters, we need a nice overhead scoreboard. Elk River will carry behind the net. They're going to get tripped up. We're going to get a tripping call. That is on Burke. Gets his stick caught up in an Elk River skate. So Rails will be 3-on-5 here for 1:32. Let's go, boys! Katerlik, Nimmons, and Dunbar will try to kill off the 3-on-5 here. Shot out from the blue line. That's wide of the net. Centering out front. They get a shot off. That's deflected off of some traffic out front. Nimmons will pick it up. He'll clear the zone on that. Pressure from Dunbar. Dunbar almost strips that. Elk River's going to send that back up along the boards. The stick from Nimmons will knock that away. Pressure from Dunbar and Nimmons in the corner. Ooh, that one hit the side of the net. Took a weird angle. Kaderlich checked into the boards down in the corner. No call coming on that. Kaderlich and Nimmons will strip. Puck Elk River moves it up to the top. Dunbar gets a stick on that. Oh, Kaderlich overran it. Kaderlich gets taken out. It's a shot that hits the pipe. I'm not sure why there wasn't a call on that one, but... Five seconds left in the first penalty here. Oh, they're going to get that one in. Top corner past McGowan on an unchallenged shot. So they got down to 2 seconds left in that penalty before the Rails gave up a goal. So Talarico back on ice with Johnson, Welty, and Olsen, I believe. Welty will get a stick on that one. Welty, it's a shot off. Rebound out there. Rails can't get there in time to pick that up. An offsides call coming on Elk River. Johnson on the face-off. Elk River will control. They're going to dump that one into the zone. Picked up by Olsen behind the net. Olsen pressured by two Elk River players right away. Able to move that over, though, to Welty. Welty will chip it up and into the neutral zone. Elk River will send that back into the zone. Olsen behind the net again. Olsen looking to send that up ice. That's going to be intercepted by Elk River and held into the corner. Centering pass. Elk River drops it up to the top. I'm going to move it out to the side. They get a shot off, hoping to hit some traffic, I think. Talarico picks it up. He'll chip that out of the zone. Welty will drop that one back to center ice. Elk River's going to take it over. They'll send that one around the boards. Elk River's going to get there before Nimmons. They circle back around from the boards. They're going to call Welty on a tripping penalty now. So Rails have another penalty coming here. 3 penalties within a few minutes here on Proctor. So 4-on-5 for the last 30 seconds of the period and into the second period here. Brzezinski on the face-off. Sends that behind the net. Elk River's going to pick it up along the boards. They'll tip it up to the defender. They get a shot. Hits traffic out front. Ooh, nice save by McGowan. Kick save that would have been into the low corner on a turn shot there by Elk River. Have an icing call here on the Rails with just over 6 seconds. 6.7. My clock's not that precise. So Brzezinski, Burke, Olsen, and Radzak will try to kill off the rest of this period here. Burke controls off of the face-off, turns and sends it along the boards. Brzezinski will pick it up. Brzezinski checked in the corner. You should be calling a penalty on that. Wasn't a super hard check, though, so probably not. So, end of 1. Rails with the 1-goal lead. Coming into the second period with a minute 30 left on the tripping penalty on Welty. think we must be zamming after the next period. I think we're the first game of the day here. They just zammed. So, no long break. So Rails will start off with a one-man disadvantage in the second period. Got Dunbar, Tallarico, Burke, and Olsen. Just waiting for the time currently on the clock to run out, which is just seconds here. All right, here we go. Minute 26 in that penalty. An offsides call. Dunbar off the faceoff. He'll carry that into the zone. Tries to clear the defender. He gets past. Loses control of the puck. Trying to regain control behind the net. Elk River will take it over. They'll carry out of the zone. They're going to move center ice, I believe. Yeah. Sorry, I'm horrible on the camera this morning. Much better rink to film from, though. Tallarico sends up the boards, doesn't clear it, but Dunbar comes through with the stick. Burke sends that along the boards. Be held in by Elk River. Burke back checks, gets there, leaves it for Dunbar. Dunbar turns it over to Elk River. Dunbar will take it back, strip it to the corner. Burke sends that along the boards. Elk River will center that. They get a shot on, deflected to the side by McGowan's stick. Elk River sends that back on net. Olsen will break that up. Olsen checked behind the net again. No call coming though. My definition of checking is weak apparently. Elk River gloves that and drops it. Tallarico will get a stick in that though and pick it up. Tallarico cross ice to Dunbar, off of Dunbar's stick, deflected into the zone. Elk River is gonna take that in the neutral zone and head back. They're gonna carry down behind the net. Pressure from Burke. Burke comes away with it. Burke chips it up to Dunbar. Dunbar will carry over the blue line past the defender. Dunbar gets a shot, top shelf. Burke to Seeger. Dunbar will put the rails up by 2. Lovely play. So Rails are back at full strength as well. They were on that goal too. Brzezinski will take the face off here. He's got Radzak and and Dunbar on the wings. Nimmons poke checks that away. Kaderlick will send that up the boards. Brzezinski isn't going to get there in time to avoid an icing call. Good hustle, B. Move to the side of the boards off the face-off. Nimmons. Elk River's going to come out with that and get a shot off. Saved by McGowan. They haven't put any shots on goal up on the boards, unfortunately. But that should be in the game sheet, too. Cross ice attempt by Radzak. Picked off by Elk River. They're going to carry back down along the boards. That one will bounce out. Dunbar will pick it up. Dunbar tries to clear the defender. They're going to move that puck to the corner. Dunbar loses an edge in the corner. They're going to actually call a penalty on that. Yeah. Not much different than the other two that they didn't call, but I didn't get it on camera there, I think. But Dunbar did go down in the corner. So drawing a checking penalty. I think checking or possibly interference. So that'll give the Rails a one-man advantage here for 2 minutes. Johnson will take the draw here for Proctor. He's flanked by Fish and Welty. Olsen and Burke on defense. Loose puck off of the face-off. Elk River will chip that up. Olsen holds it in. Welty up to Olsen. Olsen gets a shot with the rebound. Johnson can't quite get a stick on it. Fish picks it up and gets a shot off. Johnson, loose puck out front. Burke will pick it up and flip it towards the net. Hits a Elk River body. They're going to carry it out of the zone. Stick from Burke will take that away. Be sent down to the corner. Olsen will send that up center ice to Welty. Welty will burn the defender but lose control of the puck. Picks it back up behind the net. Flips it up to Burke. Burke will carry in. Burke down to Fish. Fish looking back up to Burke, but that's intercepted by Elk River. They're going to move that center ice. Burke will block that with his body. Welty tries to get a stick on it. Welty will carry to the corner. Welty centers to Johnson out front. Johnson just can't quite get an angle to get a shot off. We'll have an icing call on Elk River. So face-off back down in the Elk River zone. Got a few seconds off there on the clock. Still 43 seconds left on the Rails 5-on-4 advantage. Dunbar will take the face off here, moves it over to the boards, picked up by Talarico. Talarico chips it around the Elk River player. He's going to carry in from the corner. Shot by Talarico, rebound out front. Talarico tries to pick it back up, can't get a shot off. Dunbar picks it up. Dunbar moves up to Kaderlick. Kaderlick will carry down to the corner. Simonson rotates up top. Kaderlick will send that along the boards behind the net. It's picked up there by Dunbar. Dunbar carries to the corner. Dunbar up high to Nimmons. Nimmons gets a shot. That's going to be a goal by Nimmons from out near the blue line. Dunbar up to Nimmons, I believe. Let's see it on the replay here. So Dunbar carried over to the corner there. I didn't have Nimmons in the screen when he shot, but up to Nimmons right off the blue line. There he goes. Yep. That one, I think, maybe hit some traffic out front, but we will take it either way. Off of the face-off. Radzak gets her, sends it down the boards. Elk River's going to pick it up behind the net. Dunbar gets there, gets a stick on it. Brzezinski able to take it away from the boards. He loses control. Radzak picks it up. Radzak sends it on net, hits a skate out front. Radzak to the corner. Brzezinski picks it up, chips it along the boards up to Olsen. Olsen gets a shot off. Dunbar tries to knock that down out front and deflect it in. It gets past him. Elk River is going to send that up and out of the zone. They hit their own player in the skate. So Olsen's going to pick it up. Olsen plays chase over in the corner. Olsen chips that up ice. Elk River's going to grab it. Stick by Brzezinski. Burke will pick up that loose puck. Carry through the rails zone. Up to Dunbar. Dunbar over to Radzak. Radzak works to try to regain control there. He had a couple men right on him. And Elk River's going to send that one up and out into the rails zone. Burke looking to get there first. McGowan will send that over to the corner. Burke sends it out of the corner. It'll be picked up by Elk River. They're going to carry around behind the net. Send that up to the defender. I'm going to walk in, hit some traffic on a shot. Burke gets there. Burke chips it up over the Elk River players. One in the neutral zone will knock it down, however. Olsen gets a stick on that one. And McGowan will send it to the corner. Olsen gets there, sends it up the boards. It'll be held in by Elk River. They're going to get a shot from under the blue line. That's wide of the net. Radzak to the boards. Elk River's going to come away with it. Radzak gets a stick in there. Knocks it away. Elk River will pick it up. Just held that in the zone. They're going to get a shot from the top of the circle. Hit some traffic. Deflect wide of the net. Elk River sends that over to the boards. They're going to pick it up, chip it back down to the corner behind the net. Elk River will pick it up behind the net. Good stick from Burke. Knocks it away. And Olsen will pick it up and deflect it up over to the boards to Dunbar. Dunbar able to get a stick on that one and clear the zone. Sorry, I was way off on the camera. That's what happens when I watch the play and not the camera. Elk River's going to carry back in over the blue line. They're broken up by Burke. Kaderlik tries to send that back up the boards. Elk River will pick it up. They're going to carry down to the corner. Johnson takes it over. Johnson carries in front of the net. He's looking for, Fish. I didn't even see Fish over there. Fish to the boards. Fish loses his defender. Chips it down to Dunbar. Dunbar looking center ice for Fish coming back in to the circle. It's going to be broken up by Elk River, though. Pressure by Fish. Makes Elk River dump to the corner. Kaderlik will get there, send up the boards. It held in by Elk River. Nimmons to the corner. Elk River will come away with that. Center out front, hit some traffic. I think Fish might have blocked that. Another block shot by Fish. Elk River's going to walk back in, center of the circle. They get a shot off with the rebound out front. McGowan's going to cover that up, and the net was bumped off as well. A little bit of nice friendly conversation between Nimmons and an Elk River player, I'm sure. Dunbar off of the face-off. Elk River will control. They'll send that up near the blue line. Back down to the corner. Kaderlik and Nimmons behind the net. Kaderlik will come away with that. He's going to send that up the boards looking for Tallarico. Tallarico will pin Elk River and the puck against the boards. Elk River's going to come away with that one. They lose control center ice. Simonson will get a stick on that. Simonson's tripped up. They're going to get a tripping call coming here. Blake, let it go, man. All right. Good control there, Blake. So Elk River will have a 2-minute tripping penalty. On ice, we've got Simonson, Dunbar, Tallarico, Nimmons, and Kaderlik looking to take advantage of the power play. Must be hard to get their penalties on the board or something because that holds us up every time. There you go. Simonson off of the face-off, picks it up. He's going to bury that in the corner beyond the goaltender. Get a little screening help from Tallarico there, I think. We'll see that replay. Quick shot from Simonson. Get into the goalie's right in the lower corner. think he ever saw it coming with Talarico out in front. So Rails take advantage of the penalty there. Kaderlik loses control of the puck near the blue line, jumps and picks it back up before Elk River can take it and get a shot off. Simonson over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik will carry in. He'll get a shot from top of the circle. That's wide of the net. Sent back behind the net by Nimmons. Dunbar looks to center to Simonson. Elk River will pick it up, try to clear it out. That one does get past Kaderlik. They'll pick it back up, though, and over to Nimmons. Nimmons up ice to Dunbar. Dunbar is going to deflect it the opposite direction. They'll carry up over the blue line. Simonson centering pass to Talarico. Talarico can't quite get a full shot off. Nimmons will come and get a nice shot, deflected to the corner by the goaltender. Talarico picks up the rebound. He circles around. That one's going to be deflected up and off the pipe and out of play. Brzezinski on the face-off here for Proctor. He's got Dunbar and Radzak. Elk River will pick it up, chip it off the boards, try to send it out. Held in by Nimmons, but caught up in traffic. Elk River will get it out of the zone, down into the rail zone. Brzezinski gets there first. He's going to carry around behind the net. Brzezinski looking up ice for Radzak. He intercepted by Elk River. Burke takes that, hands it off to Dunbar. Dunbar chips up for Radzak. Radzak will carry into the zone. Radzak sends it towards the net from center of the circle. Loose puck out front, picked up by Elk River. They got a man past all the Rails defenders here. Good pressure there by Olsen. Prevents a pass to the Elk River player who is beyond all the Rails defenders. Burke will send that one up to Dunbar. He'll tip it off to Radzak. Radzak carries into the zone. Radzak drops it back for Olsen. Olsen scrambles to get there. Brzezinski down. He can't get a stick on it. That one's going to get past the Rails defenders. Elk River on a breakaway here. Elk River is going to get that one through the 5-hole on McGowan. Oh, no. I thought that went in. Sorry. I thought that went in and hit the back. It must have hit the pipe. Okay. My bad. Should have hit the replay button so I could have watched it after, but... Ooh, center right across the crease. Nobody there for Elk River. They'll pick it up. Dunbar will block a centering or shot attempt from up near the blue line. Rails in a line change here. See if Kaderlik can get out there quickly enough. Elk River's going to get an offsides call there, thankfully. An odd timed change there for the Rails. I am off on the time. It's 5:10 left in the period. I'll adjust that at the next break here. That one out of the reach of the Elk River player. We'll have an icing call. Johnson on the face-off. Elk River will pick it up. Jasper. Welty tries to carry in. He loses control of the puck. Elk River will pick it up, carry out of the zone. You get a shot. That's going to hit pipe. Up and over the net. Kaderlik sends that around the boards over to Fish. Fish bodied off of the puck before he can carry it out of the zone. Elk River, cross ice, deflected up and over the net again by McGowan. Elk River drops that back to the corner. Casper. Collision at the blue line there. And Johnson's taken down at the blue line here. Another collision with Fish. Ooh, hands down, buddy. 13 hands up on Welty. You're not going to get very far. It's a foot taller. Welty will pick it up in the corner. Welty's bodied off of that. Someone's going to draw a call here shortly. It's all of a sudden getting quite chippy. Johnson and Tallarico over to the corner. Johnson will come away with it. Johnson behind the net. Turns, looks to center. Broken up by Elk River. They're going to chip it to the corner. Welty will get there. Welty drops it up to Kaderlich. Kaderlich will send it back down along the boards to Johnson behind the net. Johnson centers to Tallarico up front. Tallarico gets a shot. That's blocked by the defender. Elk River's going to pick it up and send it down ice for an icing call. Just in case you wondered, they sell cotton candy at the hockey rink at 10 o'clock, according to my daughter. Olsen sends that one back down along the boards. Tallarico to the corner. Circles around centers. Beautiful center out to Dunbar. Dunbar's shot, I heard pipe somewhere. Tallarico sends that one up top to Olsen. Olsen takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Dunbar looking cross ice for Olsen. That's going to be broken up by Elk River, but Olsen gets a stick on it at least to break it up. Turn it down just a touch. Burke scrambles in the corner. Burke looks to flip that up. He hits a player. I think kid looks hurt, so I don't know where he got him trying to flip that out of the zone, but we'll have a whistle here. I don't know if he got him in the neck or where, but he's kind of holding his stomach, so I don't know, just maybe under his shoulder pads. Didn't look like that hard of a shot, but sometimes just hits the wrong spot, I suppose. Brzezinski will take the face off, sends it over to the boards. Excuse me. Burke bodied off the puck. An undefended man out front. Chip it towards McGowan. That's wide of the net. Radzak will carry that one out of the zone with his body. Tries to clear the defender. That's knocked away. Poked away by Brzezinski. Elk River will regain control. Out front again, undefended. That one goes off of McGowan and off of the pipe. Second play in a row, totally undefended man coming in the center of the ice. We're going to chip that one towards the net. McGowan's going to glove that one. Let's go, guys. Pick him up out front there. Johnson on the face-off here. Nimitz and Kaderlich on defense. Fish and Welty on the wings. Fish will send that cross ice to Welty. Welty will carry in. Down to the corner. Welty takes a shot. That's up over the net. Kaderlich sends that on net. That's going to be gloved by the goaltender for a whistle. Loose puck in the corner. Nimitz gets a stick on that to hold it in. It's going to get past Nimitz there. Johnson gets there, chips it along the boards back down to Fish. Fish back up to Nimitz. Nimmons will shoot that from under the blue line. The goaltender's going to glove that one. Johnson sends it to the boards on the faceoff. Elk River will chip it up. Nimmons will glove it and drop it back down. Fish in the corner. Fish is stripped in the corner there. Elk River tries to send it out. It'll be held in by Welty. Along the boards. Kaderlich tries to hold that in. It'll get past him. Johnson, however, will break it up. Elk River will carry into the zone. Gonna pass it over to the circle. They can't maintain control of the puck. Welty will pick it up. Head down ice. Ooh, Welty. Ooh, that was kind of ugly. No call coming on that, though. Little collision in the center of the circle there. I thought they'd maybe call Welty on something, but did not. Sorry, I should keep that on him. He's, I think, holding on to his wrist or his arm. Hand, maybe it looks like a wrist. He's getting up off the ice, but face-off will be just outside of the Elk River zone. Just seconds left here in the second period, then we'll have a Zam break. Fish will pick it up. Ooh. Johnson's going to get a penalty for boarding right at the end there. That might be more than a 2-minute, too. Maybe they're not zamming here. Nope, they are. They're going to take the break here and zam. So, after 2 reels with a 5-1 lead, no clue what the shots on goal are. Cam, can I see that for a minute? You can have it right back. I think that Johnson drew a penalty at the end there. I don't know. They didn't make that super clear. Looks like maybe a boarding call, but one ref had her arm up, but I'm not sure that they actually went over and said anything. So about to start period 3. We are starting out with a 2-minute Johnson boarding penalty. So Rails at a 1-man disadvantage for 2 minutes here. Brzezinski will take the face off. He's got Nimmons and Katerlik on defense. And Radzak on the wing. Good hustle by Nimmons. He'll dump that into the zone. Cross ice. Radzak down in the corner. Picked off by Katerlik. Brzezinski stripped to the puck there, can't get a shot off. It's pretty slippery ice now. Spread out, guys. Elk River gets a shot off high over McGowan. He gloves that one. Good job, Cobb. Well, there's Todd. Todd's usually floating over here. He's up there. Elk River will control off the face-off. They'll move that side to side among defenders. Player loses an edge. Dunbar's going to get there. He'll chip that along the boards up out of the zone. Dunbar picks it up, carries behind the net, looks for the wraparound up front. Oh, Welty had a shot. That's way wide of the net. Olsen will send that on net, hits a body up front. Welty will block that clearance attempt there, block a second one and knock it down. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar can't get a shot off on that. Good. 17 seconds left in the penalty here. Burke will break that up. Burke tries to pin in the corner. Ooh, Burke almost checked there. Puck right out front, loose puck out front. Olsen will pick it up, send it out of the zone. That'll kill off the penalty. And we'll have a Rails icing call. Dunbar will take the face off for Proctor. Katerlik behind the Rails net, up to Talarico. Talarico up for Dunbar, just out of reach. Dunbar will block that and hold it into the zone. Talarico and Dunbar along the boards. Dunbar will come away with it. He's got Simonson out front, open, passes it out there. Simonson gets a shot off, that's wide of the net. He held in by Nimmons. Nimmons gets a shot. Kick saved by the goaltender with the rebound, knocked to the side by Talarico. Simonson will circle around. He gets a shot off. Kick save again. Talarico's going to send that one down towards the net. Nimmons will hold it in. Nimmons sends it behind the net. Talarico and Simonson work together to take that away from Elk River. Nimmons sends that back along the boards behind the net. Dunbar's going to get there to the corner. Dunbar tries to chip it around the Elk River player. Talarico to the corner. Dunbar tips it up to Talarico. We're getting some check-ins starting now. Talarico tries to chip that one in. Deflected by the goaltender, sent up along the boards. Nimmons will pick it up. Nimmons whiffs on a shot from under the blue line. Elk River sends it out. Ooh, Rails just get back on sides. Nimmons will send that cross ice looking for Katerlik. That gets past Katerlik. Picks it up, chips it up to Radzak. Radzak will dump that into the zone. Be pinned along the boards and sent back out of the neutral zone by Elk River. Katerlik sends out along the boards over to Radzak. Held in by Elk River. Radzak will get there, take it away from them. Carry out of the zone. Dunbar and Radzak. Radzak chips it up looking for Dunbar. Dunbar can't quite get a stick on it. Gets tripped up by the goaltender's stick. Brzezinski will drop it back to Nimmons. Everybody look out. Dunbar behind the net. He's bodied off of the puck as he's trying to center. That's going to be on net down to McGowan. McGowan will drop it off to Olsen. Olsen turns, reverses course behind the net. Up ice to Dunbar. That's intercepted by Elk River. Brzezinski has it center ice. He's going to carry it. He takes a shot from up near the blue line. Rebound out front. Will be covered up by the goaltender. I know. Johnson on the face-off for Proctor. Over to the boards to Fish. Elk River gets a stick on it. They're going to carry it out past Olsen. They've got a 2-on-1 here. Welty picks up the other man. It's poked away by, I believe, Burke. All right, that might have been Olsen. Nope, Burke. Okay, carried back in by Welty. He held in by Burke. He'll dump it looking for the corner, and Elk River will pick it up. I'm going to carry out. Undefended man out front. It's a shot off wide of the net. Elk River's going to pick it up behind the net. Johnson behind the net. Johnson stripped of the puck. Johnson scraps, moves it over to the boards. Fish reaches for it, but can't quite get there. Olsen will chip that over to Burke. Burke circles in front of the net. Burke up ice to Fish. Fish will carry in, loses control of the puck. Elk River walks in, they get past no clue where the puck is. They got past Katerlik, Burke lost an edge, McGowan flew across the crease. I don't know what's happening, but no goal is the important thing. Dunbar will take the face off here. Ooh, they tricked me. Nimmons' attempt to send that up the boards is broken up by Elk River. They get a shot off, blocked by Dunbar. Dunbar has that poke checked off of his stick. Catter step in and help out, send up the boards looking for Tallarico. Tallarico will chip that up. It's gloved and dropped at the blue line. Katerlik loses an edge along the boards, as does the Elk River player. Elk River has control. They center that right out front, knocked away. Elk River's going to move away from the boards with it. They get stripped on a shot. Second shot, that's going to find the back of the net. A little bit of screening out front for McGowan. That'll find the net about mid-height up on McGowan's right-hand side. Call for like a 612 number. Elk River will control off of the face-off. Burke sends that cross ice. Olsen's tripped up. Brzezinski moves the puck out into the neutral zone. Nobody has real full control of it, frankly. Brzezinski will take a shot from the top of the circle. That's deflected by the goaltender. Elk River will get there, held in by Burke. And sent cross ice. Olsen will pick it up in the neutral zone. Gets past Olsen. Elk River's going to pick it up. They carry down into the circle. They center out front. Can't get a shot off. Center again. Picked up by Burke. Burke is bodied off the puck. Elk River's going to pick it up, move back towards the net. McGowan will cover that one up. Oof. I got really far off on the clock here, so I'm going to get caught back up. 9:17 left in the game. My peanut gallery is mocking me here. I'll expose you and put you on camera. Johnson draws for Proctor. Oh my gosh, I'm still off on the clock. Good lord. Oop, that gets on net. McGowan's going to cover it up. We don't like people near our goaltender, obviously. Johnson on the faceoff gets sent up to the defender. They send that back on net. Stop by Johnson. Johnson will carry out over the blue line. Moves it over to Welty. Welty gets a shot from center of the circle up over the net. Fish picks it up along the boards, drops it back for Kaderlik. Kaderlik gets a shot. That'll be on point and covered up by the goaltender. I think they're running time off on the clock because I'm way off when I'm stopping it now. No, I think they're doing it on purpose to run it off. You know, a couple extra seconds here and there. Kaderlik chips that up to Fish. Nimmons sends that on point, hits some traffic, deflects wide of the net. Johnson sends that back on net, hits the pipe. Fish is taken down out in front of the net. No call coming on that. Good stick by Nimmons, gets there, sends that back out of the zone. Boy, not stay on our skates today. Holy moly, boys. Yeah, it is everybody. They made the ice too slippery. Dunbar. Dunbar has that poked off of his stick crossing the blue line. Talarico will intercept the drop pass there. Talarico over to Kaderlik. Kaderlik will carry in. Talarico follows him up. Talarico can't get a shot off. That's taken off of his stick. That'll be deflected up and out of play. Come on, boys. Dunbar over to Simonson. Simonson's pass over to Olsen's intercepted. Elk River on a breakaway. It's deflected up and over to the corner by McGowan. Simonson overruns the puck in the corner. Elk River will pick it up. They'll send that up to the top. Shot. Ooh, almost hit his own player right in the face as he lost an edge and went down. Shot from the circle. Caught up in Burke's skates. Deflected to the corner. Olsen gets there. Olsen chips it up to Talarico. Talarico up to Dunbar. Dunbar carries in through the circle. Dunbar wrap around out front to Simonson. Simonson can't get a stick on it. Talarico and Burke able to hold it in, but Elk River's going to pick it up and carry out. Yeah, it's shocking. More people falling down. Yeah. Dunbar carries out right in front of the rails net. Hands it off to Simonson. Simonson hands it back to Dunbar. Dunbar in, centers out front to Talarico. Not quite sure what happened there, but puck goes to the corner. Goaltender's down, makes a save. That's going to be flipped up and over the goaltender there for a goal. I think the goaltender was injured. He wasn't getting back up there very quickly. He was down, I think, on that first shot. He got knocked down and just couldn't quite get back up. So Dunbar shot, Talarico shot. Oh, it didn't get the goal. Shoot. I'm not sure who scored that. Did you see who scored that? My assistant is unhelpful. Brzezinski pokes that away from Elk River. It's going to be picked up by Radzak. Radzak bodied off of the puck. Held in by Brzezinski. Radzak to the corner. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Radzak. Radzak turns, looks to center, hits the side of the net. Elk River's going to carry up and out. Radzak falls down, and they're going to call Radzak on a tripping. I don't know if I can catch that on the highlight. Radzak fell. I mean, I don't know that was a good call, but let's see if it catches it. Yeah, it'll catch it here. Over in the far circle there. You'll see. So Radzak falls on Dunbar and then takes down the Elk River player. So Rails will be at a one-man disadvantage. Who'd they call? They've got number 20 up there. Actually, that was on Brzezinski, not Radzak. I thought that was Brzezinski, sorry. Or thought it was Radzak. My own child, don't recognize him. Welty will strip that. An icing call coming here. Was that him down there in the corner that fell? Everything? And tripped? Or were they calling something else? Oh, I guess they called him on a hook, so they didn't call the trip down here. Okay, so they called Brzezinski on a hook that was off camera, I think, or I just didn't see it. My assistant has become helpful again.
Where is he?
Good question. Elk River takes control off the face-off. They're bodied off the puck by Welty. Welty sends it out into the neutral zone. Elk River will catch that pass, move it back up. They miss their man over along the boards. Welty picks it up. He'll chip that back out of the zone. Fish right there. Fish hits a stick on it, but can't quite clear the bodies. He poked off an Elk River stick by Burke. Say that 5 times fast. Elk River moves up to the defender. They're going to get a shot off. McGowan will glove that one for a whistle. So 1:09 left in the Brzezinski penalty. Bennett would be in heaven right now. Bennett would be in heaven right now. Brand new sticks. Oh, those are from Range Sports. Sponsored by Range Sports. Elk River has control in the corner. They're going to carry behind the net. Pressure from Olsen and Dunbar. Move it back and forth there. Drop that down to the corner. Olsen's going to take that off their stick, chip it up the boards. Olsen picks it up himself. Moves that out of the zone up to Johnson. Johnson gets a stick on it. Johnson continues in the corner. Johnson has control behind the net. He's being pressured. Elk River will come away with that. They're going to head down the boards, get past Burke. It's knocked away by Olsen. Elk River works to get back on sides. That's knocked away by Dunbar. Up to Johnson. Johnson's going to carry. He moves cross ice, leaves the puck. Elk River will pick it up and head back the other direction. Johnson gets a stick on that one. Brzezinski out of the box. Sending over to the bench. Rails will be back at 5 here in a second. Simonson out of the box to replace Brzezinski coming out of the penalty box. Elk River centering attempt broken up by Dunbar. Dunbar taken down and then maybe stepped on. Dunbar is down. We have a penalty coming here. He's getting back up. He's all right. He gets stepped on after that or what? I'm going to see if this catches. A little pushing and shoving at the end. I'm going to see if this catches that. Oh, just the very end of it. But either kneed or stepped on from behind there. But he's off and onto the bench. He's all right. Don't worry, Grandma Sherry. He's good. Don't worry, Grandma Sherry. He's good. So, Dunbar drawn penalty there. Will put the Rails at a one-man advantage for the majority of the rest of the game here. Talarico and Dunbar along the boards. Dunbar comes away with it. That's taken off of his stick by Elk River. We're going to send that one up towards the blue line. Knocked away by Nimmons. Dunbar will pick it up in the neutral zone. He goes cross ice to Simonson. Simonson will carry in. Shot from center of the circle, hits traffic. Tallarico picks it up, comes around the top of the circle. Tallarico gets a shot off. It's going to be covered up by the goaltender. I would be interested to see shots on goal in this game. I feel like we've had quite a few shots, but that should be on game sheet after the game. It wasn't showing as a live game before, so breakaway here by Elk River. They go for the far side of the net, and it's wide. Jasper just got away with one there. Drop back for Dunbar by Simonson. Dunbar will circle around in the corner. Is that taken off of his stick? Picks it back up behind the net. Dunbar drops it up to Burke. Burke gets a shot. Wide of the net. Dunbar will step in as Elk River's looking to clear that. Tallarico hustles to behind the net. Tallarico pins it against the boards looking for some help. Dunbar steps in. Dunbar comes away with it. Dunbar moves that cross ice to Katerlik. Katerlik chips that on. Bouncing puck wide of the net. Dunbar cross ice to Katerlik again. Katerlik turns, loses the defender. Katerlik gets a shot, finds the back of the net. Hopefully it caught that. This seems like it's going too far back all of a sudden. Oh, shoot. Yep, it is. I'll wait a second or two longer, I guess, before I hit it. It's off on the timing. Shot deflected to the side by McGowan. Sorry, we got a minute 12. I'm off on the time. Shocking, I know. Puck caught up in Brzezinski's skates there. Olsen will pick it up, send it up to Dunbar. Elk River sends it back towards the net. Ooh, who got hit? Is that Dane? I think Radzak got... I'm going to try to catch that on a highlight because that was a dirty hit. Yeah, Radzak, clear. That should be a major penalty. Clearly targeted there. That should be more than it. I mean, maybe it was just a body checking and he just hit it. Pee-wees. Hence the penalty call. Yeah. Simonson looks to, or Welty, sorry, look to chip that up to Nimmons. It's broken up by Elk River. They're going to pick it up and carry it into the zone, however. Poked away by Katerlik. Katerlik carries up, shoots it over the net. Centering attempt by Fish there. That'll be covered up by the goaltender. Welty will move that one towards the net. Elk River picks it up the boards, held in. Oh, nope. That one bounced